See, a lot of us go to college and we go to college to get a job. And then at some point in life, we get tired of the jobs and we realize we want to own a business. And then you spend, on average, $50,000 in 4 years of your time. Some people go and get a higher degree after that. Some people get 2 or 3 bachelor's degrees. You get a master's degree, you get a PhD, and you get bragging rights once you get your PhD. You're a doctor or somebody. You spend over $100,000+, sometimes 4, 5, 6, 8 years to get a job, to be a professional. But you don't want to spend 6 months and $2 grand on a business. Now, how did that job work out for you? $100,000 later, student loans later, 6, 7, 8 years later. Some people go 5 years and don't even finish and still spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. How did it work out? But because the media tells you to go and do this, and people tell you, well, we're not going to give you a job unless you do this, you do it. We should require every American to start a small business. That's my opinion. You got a job, you need to have a small business, even if you call it a side hustle, even if it's very part-time, because that's what a side hustle is, something very part-time. Everybody needs to have multiple streams of income. Write that down. Multiple streams of income. You cannot have multiple streams of income without a strong brand identity. You cannot develop multiple streams of income. Well, what do you mean by that? People think multiple streams of income is that you got to have 25 different things going on. Well, in your business, you can have 25 products. That's 25 streams of income because you got 25 products. Or you could have 2 products or 1 product and a service. All of that is multiple streams of income. But if you don't have an iconic type of brand or a strong brand that could potentially be iconic, you are not going to have 1 stream of income because people don't trust you. They don't trust your website. They don't trust you. They don't trust your products. They just don't trust you. Without this, McDonald's has the worst food on earth. They have the best commercials, the worst food, and they still have an iconic brand. And they continue to profit no matter what's happening in the economy. They don't miss a beat. They have a system to run McDonald's. They have a system that runs McDonald's, and they follow that system to the letter, and people invest millions of dollars in a McDonald's franchise. And most of the time, they're making millions of dollars. They may take 5 years to get a profit. The average McDonald's takes about 5 years for you to start seeing the light. For you to start seeing the light. Why would someone spend millions of dollars to buy a franchise that's going to take you at least 5 years before you start seeing a single profit? It's going to cost you millions of dollars to run it every year. But you know, following that system, somewhere at the end, 5 years from now, you're going to end up with a result. And then year after that, and the food is not even great. It ain't even good food. but the system works. You can have a horrible CBD product. This is real talk. Your product may not even be the best, but you got the right system. It still will work. And at some point, like McDonald's has started trying to add healthier products to their menu, at some point, you will do the same thing. You'll tweak your product line and make your product line better. But at least you got started, you tapped into, you plugged into the system that Coach Swan has to offer you, and you start to see the progress. See, it's not racism. You know what it is? No action. Unwilling to invest in yourself. Is racism there? Absolutely. You just multiply it by not taking any action. If you're waiting and sitting, it's going to eat you alive. But if you take some type of decisive action, always be a moving target. Moving target. You can't shoot a moving target. People sitting there waiting, yeah. But if you moving, baby, you can move around racism. You can move around homophobia. You can move around sexism. You can move around all of it. We can move around this whole system. And there are us who are doing it every day. We deal with all of it, but guess what? We don't succumb to it. We move around, move around. But if you sitting still, it's going to catch you. Multiple streams of income. You cannot have multiple streams of income without a strong brand identity, because you're not going to have one stream of income because you have not established credibility with your brand. People don't trust your brand. They don't trust you.